Hello glorious lovers, you are welcome to another online tutorial. In today's tutorial you're going to learn how to make this beautiful ruffles turban cap. If you are new to this channel, please do well to subscribe. This turban cap, you can style it in 3 different ways. It's very beautiful. Someone from my channel sent it to me that I should make it, so I've decided to make it. Enjoy this tutorial. God bless you. Please do well to subscribe, click the like button, click the notification button to get notified anytime new video is uploaded. Thank you. Let's go to the tutorial room. God bless you. So you are welcome to the tutorial room. Let's get started with this our tutorial. Now the materials that will be needed for this tutorial are this poly fabric. Is not the very thick poly fabric, is light. Wording, just small wording, cutting round, scissors, measuring tape, matching thread, chalk, our colored pins. So now let's start with the measurements. Now we're going to start with the body of our turban cap. The measurements here is the stretchy parts, which is the S circumference, is 23 by 24. So the length is 24, the stretchy part, the S circumference, is 23 by 24. Now what I'm going to do now, just watch what I will do. We're going to fold this 24 into two equal parts. Fold it into 2 like this. So once you fold it into 2, this will give you 12. Now folded, it will give you 12. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to still fold the S circumference into 2 like this, so making it into 4 places. So this will now give you 11 and a half. This will still give you 12. So 11 and a half by 12. So the next thing we're going to do now is to measure out the actual measurement we want to use. So from this our 11 and a half inches, you measure out 9 inches. Measure out 9 inches. You mark it with your chalk. So henceforth, you place your tape rule here. The next measurement we are going to be measuring out is 11. So you make sure your tape rule is placed at the tip of your fabric like this. Then hold it down with your hand and move it down like this. Then you measure out 11. You mark out 11. You still hold it down there. Bring it down like this. You measure out 11. You hold it down. Bring it down like this. You still measure out 11. Till you get to this edge. 11 inches. It's going to be 11 inches. 11 inches. So I just want to add more measurements so that I can easily join it together. So you can see the markings. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to join my markings together. Now you will just shape your hand to bring this to this place, because this is the S circumference. I don't want it to be up to 11, so that is why I make it 9 inches. So now we mark out 11, 9 inches from this place to this place. Then we mark out 11 inches. I place my tape here, mark it out. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my scissors and cut it out. So I'm done cutting. So this is the cutting. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the midpoint. This midpoint here. I'm going to use my chalk to mark it. Use your chalk to mark it. So you open it a little too, and use your chalk to mark the midpoint there too. You leave like ½ inch from this place. From this place here like this. ½ inch here too. So you start pleating. You start your pleats. Just watch what I'm doing. So that is how I'll pleat it from this place to this place. I'll pleat it from this place to this place. So you can see I'm done pleating this side. So now you can see the way I pleated. You can see the way I pleated this side like this. The way I pleated it. Now, when you are done pleating this side, when you get to this midpoint, you stop there. Then you come and start this next one here too. After leaving ½ inch, start pleating this side too. So I'm done pinning it down. You can see the way I pin this side facing this place, and I pin this side facing this place. I left the midpoint. From the midpoint, this place is facing here. From the midpoint, this side is pleated like this. So I'll take it to my sewing machine now, and I will remove the needle one by one and sew it down. I will sew it down, then come back to show us how it looks like. So you can see I'm done sewing it. This is how it looks like. I'm done sewing it. The next thing we are going to do now is to take another measurement. I'll put this aside, another measurement from our fabric. The measurement for this is 13 inches by 9 inches. 13 inches by 9 inches. So this 13 inches by 9 inches, I'll fold it into two. I'll fold it into two, just the way we folded this place. So this place will now be 6½ inches, still by 9 inches. So I'll then fold it into two like this again. So after folding, I'll measure out 2½ inches. Just the way I measured this like this. So henceforth, I'll measure out 4 inches. So this is the midpoint. Now remember, we already have the midpoint of this place. We already have the midpoint of this. So I want this place to be my front. So look at what I'll do. I'll place the midpoint of this one on the midpoint of this, like this. Both midpoints. Then I'll pin it down. So we'll take this edge to this edge here and pin it down. And pin it down. Then I'll take this edge to this edge here. So what I want to do now is that I want to sew this, my pleated side, round this place. I'll make sure I try as much as possible to make it, to squeeze it in, to sew it in this place. Then I'll sew it round. So let me pin it for you to understand what I'm doing. Sew it round this pleated side. So I'll take it to my sewing machine now and start sewing. So guys, I'm done sewing it and adjusting it very well. So when you sew it, you adjust it very well to your desired size. So this is it. The next thing you do is, if you have a weaving machine, you take it to your weaving machine and just weave this place round. So you weave that place. So this is the outlook. This is the final look of our sewing. So I'm going to put this aside now and start with the rows that will be on it. And start with the rows that will be on it. Now this is what I have. The measurement I have for this is the length of the fabric. Once I say the length of the fabric, that means the fabric from one end to the other. You can see the edge that is from just the length of the fabric by 4 inches. By 4 inches. The length of the fabric by 4 inches in 2 places. In 2 places. The length of the fabric by 4 inches in 2 places. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to join it together. I'm going to join it together. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and join it together. So I'm done joining it together. You can see I've joined it together. So what I'm going to do now is I'll fold it into 2 and start by running stitch. Make sure when you are folding it, you fold it from this place, so you don't go and fold in the wrong side. Fold in from this place. Then copy. So I'll start my running stitch. Take my needle and thread. So take my needle and thread and start my running stitch from this end, like this. I'll continue my running stitch till I get to the end. So you finish it to this edge. So this is our ruffles. This is our ruffles that we're going to use to form the rose at the back of our cap. So the next thing we are going to do now is to take this my wording. I try to form circle. I try as much as possible to make it circle. Just freestyle your measurements. Just freestyle something small. As long as something that can somehow cover this. So it's what we need. So just freestyle your circle like that. So this is what I have here now. So the next thing I'm going to do, I might try to get the midpoint. Say this is the midpoint. So from the midpoint, I will start like this. I'll start like this. But this is not what I'm going to do. You might do it like this and start placing your ruffles round where you have, but that is not what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just have this like this. Then from the edge, I'll place from the edge like this. I'll just place my ruffles and start sewing it down. Start sewing it down. I'll sew it down. When I get to this edge, I'll lift it up and put it immediately after it and start sewing down again. And start sewing it down. So this is what I'm going to do on my sewing machine. So this is what I'm going to do to achieve my rose like this. That's how I'm going to sew it around. So once you get to the center, just I remember I've not tied this place, so that's why I can adjust it freely as I like. So I can always squeeze this place, put it in the center, and sew it down. So this is what I want to achieve. So once I achieve this, then I'll take it, I'll put it here. I'll put it here and raise it up to sew it down. So let me go and sew this. Let me go and sew this down. I'll come back to show us how it looks like. So guys, this is our ruffles. This is how it looks like. I'm done sewing it round. I sewed it round. So this is how it is. So you can see how beautiful it is. You can even put this by the side of your turban cap. So now this is what we're going to do. So take our cap, place it on it. You can gum it down. You can put glue gun here and gum it down. But I want to sew. I'm getting used to gumming things, so I want to start getting used to sewing. So I want to sew it. So you can take your colored pins, place it the way you want to place it. Place it very well, making sure that this starting point is up, not down. So place it very well and pin it down before you take it to your sewing machine, even before you gum it. So guys, this is how I'm going to pin it down and take it to my sewing machine. So once I get to my sewing machine, I'll just open up this place and sew this place and continue sewing like this, making sure I'm sewing it down to this place. So I'll sew it round. I'll sew it. You can just sew the first line down. Once you sew the first line like this, once you raise it up like this and sew the first line down, you are good to go. It will stay. So that is what I'm going to do. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it round, then come back to show us the final look. So thank you for watching. This is the final look of our cap. It's very beautiful. You can style it in 3 different ways. You can see the styling the way I snapped it. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Please do well to subscribe, like and comment. Share your comments. Let me know how you enjoyed the video. Thank you.